In this video, I'm going to talk about a character that is, in my opinion, one of the better supporting roles in this game, and certainly the most important supporting actor when it comes to Abby's story. Now, hear me out with this. I realize the bond and relationship Abby creates with Lev and Zara, but I feel Owen gives you even more conviction and purpose with regards to why Abby makes the choices she does. It wasn't until my second playthrough of this game that I actually realized the enormity of his character, and his role in the way this story plays out in the end, and the plot the writer set out to construct. What first comes to mind when thinking about Owen is hope. He, like many of the other characters, was raised post-apocalypse, and likely knows nothing of what the world was in its prior state. Yet he has this humanity to him that is unlike so much Naughty Dog has chosen to show us in the various forms of brutal violence, anger, betrayal, and vengeance. Owen has seen his share of violence, and he makes mention of that specifically to Abby, but he articulates about it in a tone that I believe would be lost on many in this world.
I just don't understand how anybody willingly joins the Scars.
Why not?
Because they're an insane cult. That's why.
Well, in the QZs, people would refer to the Fireflies as terrorists. Fanatics.
We were naive. We weren't fanatical.
We blew up checkpoints and assassinated soldiers.
It's not the same.
I'm just saying...
Don't say shit like that at the stadium, okay?
Okay, all right.
He almost defends the Seraphites' motives during this conversation by speaking about the countless people they killed in the advancement of their cause, and likens himself to his enemies by remarking about how they were spoken of as fanatics as well. This reveals to the player that Owen understands and can empathize with his enemies, and that everyone has a reason to survive and do the things they do, no matter how hard they are and what the cost. He understands there's an inherent cruelty to this world, but does not let that impact the way he feels about the people residing in it. But what really gravitated me towards Owen's character is his desire to love and be loved by those he holds close to him. When he first takes Abby to the aquarium, I brushed it off as a fun little side story meant to serve as an icebreaker for the player to warm up to these two characters, and maybe learn a little bit about their relationship along the way. And maybe it was also the developers giving us as players a little bit of a break from the dark and bleak. But as I played through again, it dawned on me that Owen was trying to create something that he knew he would never have within a larger group, whether it be the WLF or the Fireflies. Owen wasn't just constructing a hangout for him and his friends. He was trying to build a sense of home, to carve out a little piece of the world and have the hopes that one day he and his friends could be there together happily. Sure, he could have stayed in the dome with Mel, as they had been given their own space to live in, but they would exist within this framework that Owen didn't want to be part of anymore. He outlines this in conversation with Abby when he mentions just how tired he is of it all, how he doesn't want to fight for a cause he doesn't feel for anymore, that just being part of something wasn't enough for him to keep going on.
I'll talk to Isaac.
I am tired, Abby. I don't want to fight over land that I don't give a fuck about anymore.
Neil Druckmann mentioned numerous times in the development of this game that it was based on hate, which is obvious. But within the confines of hate-fueled actions and decisions, it's apparent that many of those choices stem down to who or what it is that you love and what you would do for love. Sure, this game is full of hate. It's incredibly violent, almost too violent if you ask me. But I can't help but think about how many times this game made me wonder about the characters and the absolute love they hold for one another, just like in part 1.
What happened to us?
Maybe we stopped looking for the light.
Maybe. I'm gonna go check on the girl.